Open vote?
That's
I guess
true.
Jack's gonna,
Yeah.
Jack,
You can actually put anything down.
And then I got another thing.
No time.
Call meeting to order. Now please rise. Can I ask you to join me in a moment of reflection on the business that's before us this evening? Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please take the roll.
Alderman Brennan.
Here.
Alderman Begley. Here. Alderman Basso.
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski. Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Scully.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan.
Here.
Alderman Clifford.
All right, no special presentations. Under consent calendar, we have the approval of the minutes of the City Council meeting from February 4th, 2025, along with the approval of the payroll and the voucher list for the period ending February 14th, 2025. Need a motion to approve said.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Clifford. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Bagley. Discussion. Roll call.
Alderman Brennan.
yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
All right. No sealed bids to be opened tonight. Under city officials, just a word this week. Obviously, we've had a little bit of coldness coming through town. Keep an eye on your neighbors, especially if they're a little bit older or something like that. Check in on them once in a while, make sure they're, getting, things are working out in their location. So, City Clerk, anything?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report tonight.
City Treasurer.
Thank you, Mayor. The Treasurer's report for the period ending December 31st. General fund began the month with $6,266,807. Revenues were $844,329. Expenses $2,800,249. Other source use $156,660, giving an ending cash balance in the general fund of $4,467,547. Total of all city funds began December with $29,629,553. Revenues were $6,302,624. Expenses for the month $9,004,704. Other source use $1,859,942. Giving an ending cash balance in all city funds of $28,787,415. That concludes my report.
All right. With that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the Treasurer's report.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Brennan, second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. City Attorney is not with us tonight. Any communications anyone have? Okay. Citizens wishing to address the council? Anyone? Okay. If not, standing committees, Alderman McGrogan?
Mr. Mayor, I just have two things, nothing that's published on the agenda, but mostly just comments. At the last meeting, members of the Finance Committee, after quite a bit of deliberation over a period of time, we wrapped up finalizing the formation of coming up with job description categories and everything for all the employees, and also salary ranges and things of that nature, and that worked out good. And then the second thing is, since we're in February, I was going to try to do this at the last meeting, but I wasn't here for that. We wrapped up the 24, the year end, in pretty good shape, and as Jim Damake, the treasurer, just pointed out, we're in real good shape. We had an expensive month there with expenses, but the bulk of that $9 million, a lot of it was internal transfers. It's not actually money that was out the door for various vendors or anything. But when we approached the year, we did the 2024 budget. We were looking at a budget of about $13,846,000 in round numbers. And then we actually finished up the year in pretty good shape. We were at a surplus. We came in just over $15 million. And then with some adjustments and like some transfers and things, at the actual year end, we were just a tad under 800,000 to the plus side. I think it was actually like 791. I rounded off 8 for my notes. And then couple of main reasons that we had such a great year was in the permit area. That was number one. We were about $600,000 to the plus side. With the little gain comes a little pain. There was the direct result of a lot of storm damage that people incurred. And then another one on the main expense was there's a couple areas. Two of the biggest are the expense of running the city in the administrative area, which our budget was 3.3. We did a great job, I thought, coming in at about 3.2 million. So just under by about 100,000. And then when you look at the overall budget for the police, that budget comes in on the target was 5.1, and we were like almost dead on, and it was just a little bit over the 5.1. So all in all, the budgeting process on those items was like really very accurate. And then just in general, since it's a city and there's a lot of attention going on nowadays with what's going on in Washington D.C. and of course Illinois, which we're in the opposite category. We have a surplus budget at the federal level. Obviously, there's big problems, and also in Illinois. In fact, I wish I could be like our friend Mr. Musk, because then I could maybe do some additional cutting. But the main revenues and main drivers during the year, we picked up about a little over $500,000 in interest because of the balances we're keeping. Our property taxes for both the city and the police came in at about 3.8 million in revenue. The cell towers and the Comcast fees that we charge for for them to do business within our town was a little bit over 500,000. And as I mentioned in my other remarks, the permits was 600,000, and then the biggest one, miscellaneous state tax trickle downs that we get was like about 4.5 million, and so that's what comprises the budget, and it's more than just a couple of things that we just throw together. There's a lot. I mean, we're looking at the pages. It's this thick, and so for 2025, we're going into the year with a projected increase of about 4.59%, and we, as I said, our 2024 number was 13,836,000. We're going to be slightly higher at 14,470,000, which is about $500,000. And all of that we have, earmarked for different things. We have quite a bit of expenses, always in the two main areas. One's the public works, maintain the streets, sewers, and also we spend quite a bit of money taking care of the rec, Lake Catherine, and things of that nature. So that's the end of my report.
Thank you. Very, very informative, Alderman Berlin. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Public safety, Alderman Basso.
Well, yes, Mayor, I have two items on the agenda. Item number 8, motion to approve an ordinance for 2019 Chevrolet Police Tahoe, VIN number 1GNILCDEC1KR302534, to be declared surplus and sold to the Crestwood Police Department for the sum of $12,500. Proceeds from the sale will be deposited back in the drug asset forfeiture account.
Moved by Alderman Basso, seconded by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Beckley?
Yes.
Alderman Basso?
Aye.
Alderman Key?
Yes.
Alderman Scully?
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan?
Yes.
Alderman Clifford?
Aye.
Alderman Brennan?
Yes.
Item number 9, motion to approve an ordinance for a 2015 Chevrolet Police Tahoe, VIN number 1GNLCDEC8HR303413, to be declared surplus and sold to the Sauk Village Police Department for the sum of $8,900. Proceeds from the sale will be deposited back into the drug asset forfeiture account.
Moved by Alderman Basso. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Becky.
Yes.
I'd just like to comment on drug asset forfeiture account. It's a sad thing to note, but our police department regularly seizes drugs in normal operations of everyday life in Palos Heights through police stops and car searches and things like that. The dollar amounts that they get by participating in such a program is, in my mind, astronomical. I wish it was a zero, but because of the situation, it's kind of a good from a bad. Also, I would like to comment on a couple other situations again for scams, some notable in our community. Palos Heights resident has fallen prey to a 15,000 Bitcoin scam. Again, I don't know how it is that we can protect ourselves and our family members from such scams. I don't know how we can soothe each other and promote safety and diligence and such things, but be alert to that situation. Protect your assets and follow up with a loved one or a trusted advisor if you can before you make any moves. Also, a local man is being blackmailed by an online hookup person. Again, be especially careful if you're online looking for love, okay? Because it could go bad, as it does in so many instances. So that's, we keep repeating such things, but it's a common
Alderman, what's
scam.
that all about?
That was the guy down the road here.
That was rhetorical.
It's a truth.
I didn't really, I think I figured it out.
And again, none of us is too smart or too educated or too street savvy to be caught up in a scam. And as you readers of the Regional noted last week, a commissioner from a nearby community made kind of light of the fact that he himself was scammed in a simple tollway email that he received that said he owed $6 or something in missed tolls, and he immediately hit the button, and then before he knew it, he was making purchases in Asia and Japan and et cetera, et cetera. That's how fast the scam hit and how fast it hit his account. So be aware of those things. Once again, the IRS is not going to contact you at tax time for any information or any action. So if you get a call of that nature or an email or a U.S. mail, just ignore it, throw it in the garbage. And I know there's two sides, at least two sides to every story, but the cameras that our police department operate and the cameras that are in our town and in our life do a great job in helping us combat crime or at least capture some of the criminals. Well, our cameras in the city located a hit-and-run vehicle incident in the past couple of weeks. They are identifying a quick change scam artist that hit the CVS and a couple other CVS around the suburban area. I don't know, you're probably not familiar with that scam if you're not in retail, but it's pretty similar to which cup is the ball under, only it's played with real dollar bills. And it's to confuse the person that's sitting at the register in a store. This shuffling of money goes so fast that an individual can get overwhelmed and be scammed. The CVS was short at about $1,500 for purchase, excessive amount of purchase of gift cards. So that's another plus for the cameras. Also, cameras helped the police department recently identify and capture the suspects in the Palos Heights convenience store armed robbery. So that arrest also secured got one more gun off the streets for us. And finally, surveillance videos identified a van and driver in a reported child luring case at a Palos Heights bus stop. So all these incidences are scary situations for most of us and for the average citizen. And I'd like to just say that the police department are doing such a fantastic job. and every aid that they have and every tool that they can use is an asset to our community and our safety. And that's the end of my report. Thank you.
Yeah, Alderman Basso, I think I'd just like to address the fact that you notice in your motions that the money goes back to the drug asset forfeiture fund. And I think it's important to know that this is a long-running program that started, I think, in the 70s or 80s, actually, where we have, in some cases, we have officers who are detailed to various federal agencies, and anything they capture, basically, we get a portion of that. And just for example, we have not purchased general funds a squad car in probably 25 or 30 years. The whole police station was actually paid for by the drug asset forfeiture money.
That
So,
goes back all the way to when that fellow Kappas.
yeah, because I know in the 70s we did. That's when we did the fire police station, because I was involved in financing that originally. So, but it's a great program, and we just last week we had a swearing-in ceremony we had a young man, one of our officers, Polak, who went to the FBI now for the same type of program. So it's a great program for us.
One last thing, and I should have just mentioned it to Alderman Basso, we could have just brought it up, but another scam that I just received one within the last week is someone said, oh, we finally resolved the situation and you're gonna get this refund of like $541. Which account do you want us to send it to? Do not respond to that. You know, first of all, I didn't have any $540 coming back. I didn't know what they were talking about. But if you weren't paying attention, so yeah, throw it in my, Chase account or whatever bank account. So, I mean, they are very clever. So, careful.
Great. All right. Thank you, Alderman Basso. Municipal grounds and property, Alderman Begley.
Thanks, Mayor. I don't have a report this evening.
All right. Planning and zoning, Alderman Scully.
No report this week, this month, or this meeting, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Recreation, Alderman Key.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve pay number 6 to Simpson Construction, the amount of $209,727 and 72 cents for work completed for the pool improvement project.
Move by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve intergovernment agreement with School District 128 for use of rooms at Independence Middle School for the summer camp programs.
Move by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Then I'd like to make a motion to approve hiring J&M Display Fireworks in the amount of $20,000 for the July 3rd, 2025 Independence Day celebration, and that's the same price that we paid last year.
We'll move by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve FP United Landscaping proposal in the amount of $16,560 and no cents for spring and fall cleanup at the parks, swimming pool, and rec center.
Move by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve the payment $47,770 for the second installment of the 2024-2025 membership contribution to SWISRA.
Move by Alderman Key. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
That concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks, Alderman Key. Roads and construction, Alderman Clifford.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Motion to approve soliciting for bids for the 2025 MST resurfacing program. That's a city road program.
Moved by Alderman Clifford. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Begley. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion
Yep.
carries.
Next, motion to approve payment for two 2025 International HV 507 dump truck chassis, 3HAEDTAR 1SL695339 and 3HAEDTAR 2SL695513 through the Sourcewell Co-op in the amount of $228,190.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Bagley, discussion?
So everybody knows what these are. The two new trucks are out here in the back. They're just the chassis, the frame and everything. And these are replacing trucks that, from 2003 or before. That's how long there. And they're ready to be outfitted here. And they'll be used for various purposes, such as chipper, snow plowing, digging, dirt removal, a lot of heavy construction stuff. So that's what that's all about.
Roll call?
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Okay, next is motion to approve a resolution to close portion of Harlem Avenue on
No,
Friday, July 4th for the annual Independent.
No,
You missed
Skip one.
the truck
Skip,
bodies.
skip the bodies for the trucks.
Number 17,
17.
Jack.
Oh, I'm sorry. Motion to approve the purchase of
They're
two
no good
dump
without the
bodies for the plows for the 2025 International HV 507 dump trucks. 3 HDAD AED TAR 1SL 695339 and 3 HAED TAR 2SL 695513 with Henderson Products through the NPP contract number PS 22170 in the amount of $236,102.
Moved by Alderman Clifford.
Second.
Second by Alderman McGrogan, discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go out of order on that one. Skip you all the big numbers.
You need both things.
I was just trying to skip two.
Next, motion to approve resolution to close portion of Harlem Avenue on Friday, July 4th for the annual Independence Day Parade between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Basso, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
And lastly, motion to approve payment to Morris Engineering for services and various projects throughout the city in the amount of $13,726.74.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Basso, discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Scully.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Brennan.
Yes.
Alderman Begley.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Yeah, and so you know, the road program this year's got some extensive programs on there. We're gonna be redoing the situation on Harold Avenue, basically reconstructing that for water drainage. Cypress Avenue over in the 4th Ward, in the house of the MWD. We put that off last year. The money did some various roads with it. Now that the MWD's at there, we're gonna go back there and they're through with that, and we'll be fixing that up too, along with various streets in each of the wards for this year. That's it.
All right. License permits and franchises, Alderman Ludowski is out of town. I know Alderman Clifford's gonna take us through.
Yes, he called me and asked me to take this. I'll read the motion. Motion to approve the 2025-2026 vehicle sticker design from submissions by the elementary school students. I believe you have a couple in front of you. There's, if not, they're on your iPad. There's those two, if you hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, this, so that there's two there. Isn't there? There's one there.
Gazebo is one of them.
Pardon? You got that paper, so you
Gazebo and the,
Yeah, well, there's one of, this here's the gazebo one. Do you have one over there? Did I give it to you?
The other one is the,
Oh, excuse me. Here we go.
It's on the left. It's on
I got it.
Jeff's.
Here we go. And this one here, these two are what we're voting on. And everybody, I think you got them in your iPad and everything like that. These are what the kids designed and were submitted to us. So Brent, Mr. Lewandowski asked me to put it to a vote on which one you want, and one with the most votes is gonna be our city sticker for the upcoming year. So with that, I guess you could.
So we
Yes.
just do 1 and 2 then? Okay, so the first one is the bird on a branch, for lack of a better,
Let me just first say they're both amazing. They're both
okay,
incredible.
yeah, they're great jobs. Both,
Yeah.
both kids did super jobs, and I'm sure the rest of the kids who didn't make the finals
All
did a
were
great job
wonderful.
too. They all tried, and that's the main thing, and
do you want us to raise our hands?
I think that's the easiest way.
Well, the one with the gazebo and the cardinal, I put as number one.
Okay.
All right.
And the one with the bird and it says Palos Heights 2025, I numbered at number 2.
Okay.
All you gotta do is vote for one, and
One
we'll
or
see
two.
what the
Vote-
other one's gonna come out
vote-
the winner.
Vote for one and
Okay. Okay. All for 1. 2.
Alderman, you wanna,
1, 2.
clerk, you wanna just jot this down and call?
Oh, I am, okay,
Take a, okay, let's take a real.
It's 3 people,
okay.
All right, you got those 3?
in case you forget.
All
It's
right.
3
The
people.
mayor said number
And now for
one.
number 2 then. 2, 3.
What's all that?
What's your vote, Jack?
What's your
Better
vote?
vote, Jack.
Jack, what's your
Number
Tiebreaker.
Okay, so number 2. All right.
All right,
Which was number 2 is the gazebo, right? Number 2 is the gazebo?
Yes.
No,
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 number
no,
two ended
the
up
bird.
number
being
2 was the
the
bird on the
bird
bridge.
vote.
The bird,
oh, wait,
okay.
then I
Alderman
voted for the
Clifford,
wrong
what were you
one.
At the last second, the numbers changed.
I voted, I got it, I wanted to vote for the gazebo.
Okay, let's,
Let's do this again, okay?
Number 1 is the gazebo.
Okay, number 1 is the gazebo. Vote for number 1. Raise your hand. 1, 2,
4.
Did you have one?
Yeah, 4?
Yeah, he had his hand
Bob
up.
had his hand up.
Please turn the
I-
cameras on.
1,
Four.
2, 3, 4.
Okay. Then the second one is a bird. Okay, so gazebo wins.
Okay.
Congratulations to our participants.
Congratulations, gazebo.
Yeah, there were some more, but they limited it down to 2, thank God, so. But, thanks a lot for that. So the motion was to approve the vehicle sticker design by submissions from the schools, which was, number 2, the gazebo one. And the next motion would be to direct the city attorney to draft an ordinance
Sorry,
to adopt.
excuse me, Alderman
The-
Clifford.
Do we take a vote on
I
it?
think we need to take a vote on number 20.
Okay. Go ahead, you can call a roll on.
Okay,
Right?
right. What's motion to approve the gazebo as the 2025-26 vehicle sticker? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay.
Okay. Next is
Enough
motion.
enough
to
on
dir-
that, okay?
Motion is to direct the city
We
attorney
spent
to
like
draft
$3
an
million
ordinance.
and then we're voting on a bird here, so.
Yeah. Well, next is motion to direct city attorney to draft an ordinance to adopt the 2024 ICC codes with amendments.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Brennan. Discussion, roll call. I mean, just on motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion
And that
carries.
has to do with the building codes and updating amendments, local codes, such as the city adopted in Chicago city codes that were amended, such as the electrical codes, things of that nature, and updating the building department with certain softwares and stuff. Other than that, that's the end of Mr. Lewandowski's report. Thank you.
Thanks, Jack, appreciate it. Water and sewer, Alderman Brennan?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report this evening.
All right, business and economic development, Alderman Key?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, no report.
Cable TV? Nothing this time. Old business? Citizens wishing to ask questions? New business?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I have something, and they're gonna pull this up. So first of all, I think we're all blessed to have, the Public Works does a great job on the snow removal. I think we're, one of the best, towns and cities anywhere in any suburb in the whole area. You can see it when you drive around visiting your friends, neighbors, kids and stuff. So so we always talk about this, and I've been talking about this, I just wanted to maybe have Adam, look into this. I had some calls, there's so many people, in town, we're getting to be probably a little bit more balanced, but there are a lot of older people in, let's say, my age group and even older, especially in some of the, in the single-family properties especially. So, one of the things we've brought up before, and we've always had a reason not to do it, is it aggravates a lot of people that when the plows come by, they do a great job, get it down to the asphalt, but what happens usually, even on these smaller snowstorms that we've been having, what ends up in front of your driveway is the worst part of the shoveling for either the person or the service. And so, and we've talked about it before, about maybe getting an F-150 or something to go along and just shoot stuff, and it's always a little bit like, well, how would we do that? Well, I was doing a little research, and was it possible to pull this up? There's a machine, like a front loader. This, I actually have it here, but this, I think she's gonna show this. I wasn't sure everybody could see this, and it's pretty quick, like about 2 seconds, but are you gonna be able to pull that up?
I'm working on it.
It's a pretty clever setup. You have to pass this around.
Will that tie into the overhead?
It's starting to take up your time, but here.
We haven't had done that, I've been shoveling it already.
This is pretty clever.
Maybe we can do another vote on the
So
center.
it goes like this.
Do you have any more drawings for us to look at?
Yeah, it's got our articulating bucket.
Yeah. You see that? Pat? This arm, it's like, it's a contraption on the front loader.
Mailbox.
And so when you would get to the driveway, instead of having stuff pile up in front of your driveway, I was hoping that she could show it, 'cause, it goes out like this. See it?
Yeah, okay.
Pretty cool. And, so. Got it? Yeah, so it's, it's just something to think about. I'm not sure it would work, but it would save a lot of people a lot of back pains for sure. And we already have the big machine, and it would almost be like acquiring the right angle, the arm, which is basically a right angle, to sweep it, and it would push it to the side of your driveway.
Yeah.
And then, it would save a lot of people a lot of aggravation.
Okay.
I don't even know if it would work.
Well, why don't you refer to Adam and see if we
Yeah,
can
that's what I thought Adam
get a
would be.
demonstration of it.
Yeah.
you know.
Bring it up at the road signal.
Yeah.
Take a look at it.
Cool.
That's the end of that.
All right. More business, any citizens, any
I'm
questions?
gonna
Or-
back up and give a slight report
Sure.
on the roads. This is that Adam asked me that we had 13 events with snow so far this year. We used 217 tons of salt and 225 gallons of liquid brine during those 13 events. Also, report on the ongoing situation at Route 83 in Oak Park Avenue. We finally got words to IDOT on what we gotta do and not do, but there'll be 2 flashing lights installed for east and westbound traffic, similar to the ones we have at the rec center, at the crossing there, to make that crossing over a little bit safer to get onto the bike path entrance there, so that's upcoming, working on that. And part of that requirement, in cooperation with Trinity High School, they're doing some construction or expansion, is their entranceways to the east are gonna be revamped. There'll be no more crossing the striped lines coming in the opposite way that those were designed for. And with that, IDOT said, okay, but what we have to do, and what we're gonna do is lengthen the existing turning lane. So now those cars will come in and turn there onto Oak Park and into the school,
Okay, good.
which makes it a lot safer and everything there. So hopefully we'll get all done by the end of spring, we're hoping, so. But that's just a little safety update on
Okay,
that stuff.
good.
So,
All right. Any other old business? Citizens have any questions? New business? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor? Thank you. Stay warm.
Rec meeting,
There you went.
Dr. Brownlow from 128.